We were talking earlier today about mothers and about how they influence us as we grow up, and I'm so grateful because my mom always encouraged me to be who I felt like I should be, that I could do whatever I wanted, I could be whoever I wanted to be, and I just needed to be true to what was in my heart. She was very much a role model for me, and it's interesting to me because she was a feminist without saying she was a feminist. She was the one who wore the pants in the family, and she made all of the tough decisions, and she was the one who said no when it wasn't always easy to say no. But through that, she did it with such grace that I think she taught me that being the strong one and being the one who holds maybe more power in the relationship is not, it's not something about power, it's about working together as a family. To me, it means hoping to pass on the good things that I've learned in my life and hoping to set a good example. There are so many things in our world that will pull you in directions that they say this is the easy way to go, and this is the great way, and you should have this to be good, and you should buy this to feel great about yourself, and it's really all about what's inside of you. My husband and I for the last year have been trying to eat healthier because we realized that as a family we had gotten away from that. Everyone is busy. It's sort of a cop-out to say we're just so busy, but everyone is busy. And so it became very easy to rely on foods that were really quick to fix and just throw this together, and we may not all eat at the same time. But in the last year, we decided that wasn't how we wanted our family to be. And so we make a huge effort to have dinner together as a family, at least more nights out of the week than not. And we try to make sure that we're cooking and that we're not using as many convenience foods that have more preservatives, that we're trying to use more natural ingredients. And one of my favorite things is that my son, who is a little bit older, he doesn't have to be at school at the same time as his sister, so he actually could sleep in a little later. But he still gets up at the same time because we come in and have breakfast together. And they usually have cereal and milk, and I'll have an egg and a glass of milk too, my skim milk. I still can't get them to drink the skim milk. They're at 1%. I'm getting them closer. At 1%'s okay. But he'll still get up earlier and just to have that time, because that's sort of our get ready for your day time, which I think is amazing. I'm afraid it's going to go away soon, so I'm enjoying every minute of it. In our family, when I was growing up, we were big milk drinkers. My mom, her father actually had a dairy farm. He had dairy cows, and for probably 20 years, and then unfortunately he went bankrupt and went into another career field. But that was ingrained in her from a very young age, that milk was so good for you. And I have to admit, I've had bone density scans, and my doctors say, you have done a really good job with your calcium because you have really strong bones. And I'm very grateful, and I hope that stays. And I hope that that's happening with my kids. And I think it is, because at the pediatrician, they would put my son on the scale, and he's thin. And they would say, what, does he have lead for bones? I said, no, he's just always drank his milk, and he's eaten cheese and yogurt, and we've always gotten our calcium in. So I think I learned that from my mom, and it just carried on through into my life. One of the best things my mom taught me was to be myself. Thanks, Mom, for being such a great role model for me and for helping me to be the mom that I've become.